Welcome to Funnel Forging. My name is Tamara, and I am the host of the Funnel Forging call every Monday or Tuesday morning, depending on where you're located. And we will be getting started here in just a second. I am actually, I live in Edmonton, Alberta, but I'm in Toronto. It's Thanksgiving here in Canada, and I'm with family this weekend, celebrating Thanksgiving, and did a little bit of traveling. So I'm coming at you from Toronto today. Thank you so much, John. Thank you. So today is funnel forging. So this is when we have the opportunity to go over some funnel building skills, some education around funnel building, what sorts of funnels you can build inside of sales process, use your account for, and of course, we always want to know, what are you guys building in your account? What sort of funnels are you building? And what are some funnel fundamentals that you would like to learn more about? So I wanted to just open that up to the group today and say, what's something that you would like me to show you how to build? Is there anything inside of the funnel builder or the website builder, for that matter, because they both operate very similarly. They're very much almost the same. What would you guys like to learn to build inside? Or is there any sort of design out there that you've seen that you really liked and you didn't know how to replicate it, or anything like that? Has anyone played around with the new animations that are inside of the funnel builder?
Inside the landing page?
Yeah.
Didn't know. Okay, that's nice.
Okay.
So when you said websites, I had a website. It was hosted under GoDaddy and was done on WordPress, but it had a lot of security issues for me. A lot of, like, it just got hacked multiple times. So I
Yes.
closed the website and I use only the domain right now for my funnels,
Okay.
subdomains. Would you suggest hosting the website inside sales process now?
Yes, you're not going to have any of those issues with the hacking. That's definitely a common WordPress issue that we see a lot of people have. And the reason for that is just because WordPress, 60% of websites are built on WordPress in the world. So that's why hackers go after WordPress. The only time I will say to a client, leave your website where it is, if it's on WordPress, is if it is generating organic traffic based on SEO, so search engine optimization. You can create that same organic traffic driven to your site built in high level. You just have to create the same blog posts, that sort of thing. But if you just have a website up and you're not generating any organic traffic to your website because you have a really strong SEO strategy in place, you do lots of blogging, you do lots of podcasting with your show notes and stuff that drive that organic traffic, then you can move that off of WordPress. You can definitely do that.
And I would like to learn that.
Yeah. So let's go take a look at, we'll take a look at the website and the builder, and we'll also take a look at some of the animations, since those are fairly new. They've only been around for a little while. So I will just go into the sales process screen here, and we will go into, let's go to sites. And instead of going to build a funnel, we'll go into websites. And of course, I always like to start with a template because that just makes my life easier. It's already pre-built. You don't have to start from scratch. So I'm going to go and create a new website. and I'm going to go into templates. And here you can actually like search for your industry template. So let's say we're in coaching, right? We have all of these different types of coaching templates here, and you can choose one that you like to preview. You can preview it. So we'll just preview this one. And you can see, like, you can kind of scroll through and see if you like the layout, the different sections that it has, the testimonial section. And then you can also click on like the services page if you want to see what the services looks like, that sort of thing. So we'll use this one as our template for this example. And I'm just going to, it just takes a second for that to be added to the system. And then we can go in and we're taken into the builder. So we're inside of the website builder. And as you can see, it looks very similar to the funnel builder. It's really basically the same thing. The only thing you're going to see in the website builder that's different is you're going to notice up here, this is your cookie consent. Now this is a little cookie icon. It looks like a cookie that's kind of got a bite out of it. And this is where you can build your cookie consent banner. That's that one that if you need to, some countries require, like I know in Canada, I have to have a cookie consent banner on my website because I have a tracking pixel on my website. And so in Canada, people are required to give consent to have their information tracked when they visit websites. So what you can do here is you just would click and turn this on. And here there's a little blurb you need to read about it. It talks about if any of the following are on your website, then you are saying that I'm setting this consent banner up. And that's going to include third-party widgets and also custom code. And so you need to agree to these terms here. And if you can always click here to read more about it, but I'm just going to agree to that. And then what happens is this banner pops up here and you can style this. So you can have it so that they are being asked to either accept all or to accept only essential cookies. You can also change what this sentence says here. It says we use cookies to improve your experience on our site. By using our site, you consent to the use of cookies. Rejecting cookies will prevent non-essential cookies from loading. And then you can also, you can choose not to show a policy link, or you can also link to your privacy policy. Every website privacy policy will have a section in it that talks about tracking cookies on there. So you can set this up to be however you want it to be. And then you also have these styling options as well. So you can change the font, you can change the size of the font, you can change all of these styling options. And then in the advanced setting, you can also add essential cookies. So to add any cookies which you wish to add to the essential cookies list for this funnel. So you can decide here that one of the essential cookies is your Facebook pixel. You can add that here. And so then if they accept essential cookies, they're still accepting the Facebook pixel. Or if you have like a Pinterest pixel, you want to add that there. You can decide what are the essential cookies for this person as a website visitor. You can determine those things. But you can style this any color that you want. You can choose what color it's going to be, all of that information. And then what it does here is it will pop up when somebody views your website. So if we go and I publish this, it's not on a domain, but we'll just go see a preview of it. And instantly this banner pops up and I can either accept all or accept essentials. So I'll choose accept all, and then the banner just goes away. So now we have that. Before this was here, you had to hard code it in, which was a big pain, especially if you're not a coder. That makes it really difficult. So this is really the only other thing that is different from the funnel builder is just that you have a cookie consent here. Everything else up here is exactly the same as the funnel builder, and the way the builder works is the same as the funnel builder as well. Does anybody have any questions about the cookie consent? It's important to understand where your business is registered, which country, what the laws are for your website. Every country is different. So I know in Canada here it is required, so I have to have that on my website. All right, so then we call this section here on your website, this is kind of like the hero section, right? You've got your logo, you have your navigation menu. So here, this is something that we don't see in funnels. We don't build out a navigation menu because the purpose of a funnel is to have one button that takes you to the next step. That's the power of a funnel is you don't want your buyer to get distracted. You only want them to have one choice to move forward. Push the button, right? So we don't build in then the navigation menu. But on your website, you do want to build these in. And so if we take a look at the navigation menu here, to style this out, it's all just right in here, your menu items. So lots of times you have an About Us page, you have your services page, maybe you do have a Teams page, or you have, maybe you have, instead of services or team, you have a price list. You also have a Contact Us page. To add a new item, you just click on this here. And let's say my new item menu is going to be my blog, right? So I could create a blog for that. And then I would just put in the information for the blog URL. Now you can also set these up so that it either opens in a new tab, which I find that kind of annoying on websites because then I have all these tabs open. I just want to be able to open that website in the same tab over and over and over again. So I would leave that off. So then you can also reorder them just by grabbing them and dragging them around. You can also decide maybe you want your blog to sit underneath your About Us section. So you can move it over and then this becomes a drop down here. So you can choose to do that and it's pretty easy to just drag and drop it where you want it to go. So any questions about that navigation menu here?
Opening into a new tab is one thing. Going to another element in the same page is another thing. No?
Yes, so you can take them, you can build your website all on one page if you want. And then when they click on a certain area, so if they go to About Us, you can see here your action. Let's make sure I'm on here. So my action here is going to be on About Us. I'm going to open here. And it says go to website URL, go to page. So you can choose that. You can do that, or let me show you how to. You can also scroll to the section that you want, right? So scroll to the element or scroll to the section that you want. So here you could choose scroll to element, and then you have to tell the system which element to scroll to. So you'd have to find it. So let's say I wanted to scroll to this button here. Then I would choose this button as the place to scroll to. Okay? Or you could also choose to scroll to, you want to scroll to the top of this section, you could choose this element here. Oops, not there. Oh, I moved off of there. So here, and I would scroll to that element that if I want it to be, instead of the button, I want it to be that headline that I chose, this one here, right here. Okay. So you can do that as well. So you don't have to make a bunch of different pages. You can have it all in one long web page and just get it to scroll to the different sections. And then really like I said, the rest of it really is just about, it's the same as using the funnel builder. You can choose any of the elements here to do anything that you want. Let's say we wanted to add an animation. So with this headline here, let's say we wanted to go ahead and you'll see here the elements have animations. So we'll go in animation here, and then you can choose if you want it to fade, and it'll give you a little preview of how that looks when you click on it. That one is it fades up or it fades down. It fades left or right. So you can build in the animations and you don't have to use code anymore. Before you had to code all the animations. So this makes it a lot better. So this one would slide up, down, left, right. You can also have them bounce, where they kind of bounce into the page. And I want to caution you to use these sparingly. Like make sure that it actually adds to the enhancement of the viewer, and don't get it too crazy, because I've seen some websites where I go and every line flips or spins and I'm just like dizzy looking at it, right? So you want to be careful with those, but there's all of these different animations. You can use that. You can have an infinite loop. You can have rocking back and forth. You can have it bouncing. So again, these are I've seen these more so used with buttons. That one's hard to see. If I move the element down here, you can kind of see there's like a white glow happening around it. It's hard to see on the background there, but it's kind of pulsing, you can see. So that's the animations that you can create for the elements. And they're really easy to use. You don't have to. Buttons have a lot of the same animations, but then they also have a hover animation here as well. So you can come in and when somebody hovers over the button, then what happens is it elevates the button, right? When you hover over it. And this is a wobble, but it only happens when you hover over it. You can see it kind of wiggle, right? So those are some of the animations, and it really just depends on what the element is as to which kind of animations you get to play with. So let's see what the animations are for a picture. So you can use, again, the fade in. Those are kind of fun to use with images. The fading in and up and down, right? Coming in from the left, coming in from the right. Can slide it up. You can just play with these. I think they're fun to play with. And now that we don't have to actually know what the CSS code is, it makes it so much nicer, right? The flipping is really aggressive. I don't know why. It seems really aggressive. It's like, whoa, really in your face. But
you can't control the speed of it, right?
No, there's no way to control the speed. You would have to control the speed, you would have to use CSS to control the speed still. But yeah, like that seems super aggressive to me. I don't know. But it's kind of fun to play with. But yeah, it just depends on what you're doing, right? Yeah. And I love the animations to really draw the person's eye in, especially if it's something that you want them to take note of, right? If there's a section, and let's say you don't use animation anywhere else in your website, but there's one section that you really want them to take note of, if you add in that little animation, then that'll draw their eye in, right? That bounces another, that's a little bit aggressive for me as well. So I don't know. Now let's say we put let's turn the background here to black. Let's see what that glow looks like. So we'll turn that and then let's make this glow, the image. So we're gonna make it glow, but is it gonna glow black? I don't know. What does it do? Yeah, it looks like it glows black. Okay, let me try a
Is that
different color.
color?
Let's try purple. Oh, you can kind of see how it's pulsing. It's got a little bit of a white outline around it.
Yeah.
That's a very subtle animation. I probably wouldn't even notice that as a viewer. I don't know if I'd even notice that. Yeah. Yeah, so those are the animations. And um again, a website works just like a funnel. So I'm going to save this. We're going to go into the back end of the website because it does set up differently than a funnel. It doesn't set up the same way. So normally we have funnels and we have them in steps, right? And they're all underneath each other. These ones, the way that they're set up for websites is pages. So we have our home page here, appointments, thank you. And if you go here, this is where you're going to set up all your settings. So if you needed to change the name of your page, you'd come in here and go to settings, and you would change the name of the page here. And you could also change the name of the path. This is also how you can clone a page. This is how you would add products to a page. So if you wanted to sell something on your website rather than inside of a funnel, you'd want to add the products to the page so that you could collect payment for them. And then of course you can also delete the page. And then you have your stats, your sales security. This is your security headers. You can add security headers to them. And I only recommend doing this if you understand what that means. So if you need help with security headers, you can click on these blue links and it will give you more information about website security headers that you can install. But that's much more so if you understand website development, that you need these. But I can tell you right now, I've never seen a website on sales process get hacked because they would need access to your account. They just don't, like, the hackers just can't get in them the way they can with WordPress. And they don't have the same issues with malware that WordPress has. You can also add tracking and pixel events to your website. You can set those up here. So if you want to put in your Facebook pixel ID, you can track different events. So you can add your pixel ID here. You can say whether you're setting it at the website level or just on that particular website page. And then you can also say to send the event data to the Meta Conversion API, which is in your Meta Business Manager. And then you can tell it to send or don't send. And then you just have to paste your access token here from your Facebook Business Manager in here. And then you can, right now, all we can do is capture page views, but these are expanding to more events. So not just page views, it's going to be clicks, links, exits, when they exit the page, all of those kinds of things. The development team is working to create many more actions that you're going to be able to track per page. So that's a good thing to have. And then here is your settings, and it looks very similar to your funnel. It's where you connect your domain. This would be the name of your website, right? So and then of course here, if it's a website, you just put /default. And then you would put in this is for your tracking codes here. Here you can turn on your chat widget. If you want to add a chat widget to your website, you can do that here. You can also test your payment mode in either live or test mode. Image optimization, if you are located in the UK and need to comply with the GDPR compliant fonts, you can turn those on. If you require a credit card on purchases, $0 purchases, you can turn that on or turn it off. I should explain this because this is a new feature. So now the development team has enabled the fact that you can sell an item. So you can sell an item for like $37, or they can put in a coupon code and it will switch from charging $27 or $37 to $0. And it also takes away the order or the credit card requirement on the order form. And who uses these types of things? Like, why would you want to sell something for $0? A lot of people in the online business industry, especially coaching and courses and consulting online service providers, they participate in online summits and they also participate in online bundles where to be a part of the bundle, so let's say they've got 7 or 8 or 9 different businesses together who come together and they bring all of these great, amazing resources together, and you can buy all of them for $99. So you can get the bundle for $99, and then when you claim that particular service provider's bundle item, you would put in the coupon code to get it for $0. So that's how you claim your item from that particular business person. So that was a feature that was widely requested, especially from coaches, course creators, and consultants. They wanted this to be able to switch so that people didn't have to put their credit card in to purchase a $0 item, which that completely makes sense. Nobody wants to give you your credit card information over for $0, right? They don't want that. And then
Does
I
this
also
work for a trial period also? If there is a 14-day trial period, can they still register without the credit card?
no. So trial periods are always going to require a credit card because so if we check out payments, I'll show you the payments here, and you set up your product with a trial period. We'll just set up a new one. Additional options down here in the pricing. If you want to add a trial period, then what you have to do here is you're going, of course, it'll be a recurring. You can say, I give you a 14-day trial period, but then I'm going to charge you $45 a month, right? So they would still have to enter their credit card in, but they wouldn't be charged anything at the time of the purchase. They would only be charged once their trial period was over. So that's how you would set up a trial period. It's always set up in your product section, in your payments there. Okay.
Done.
So, and then I don't think if we look here, I didn't save that. I changed the name on it, but I didn't save it. So I'll change that again. Click save. Yeah, I always recommend that you optimize your JavaScript. So have that turned on in your settings, because what that does is it decreases your website load time. And you want your website to load super fast because people are not going to wait around for your website to load. They're going to go and find something else to look at, right? And then up here, you'll notice that this is where you're going. It says funnel URL, but really what it means is what is your website URL? And I don't have this hooked to a domain, so it doesn't work. But if I did, if I just hooked it to this here and I'll save it, then it will show you what your URL is for that. And oh, I didn't save it after I changed default. Just one sec. Here we go. Change this to there. So that's how easy it is to connect it to the domain. You just set it up in your settings there, and then it's all set. And of course, you can add as many pages as you want to your website. And if it's easier for you, you can just clone your pages, right? And just give it a new name. So if you were going to do like a services page, instead of starting from scratch, you'd want to clone this page so that you have at least the structure, and then you just have to go in and change the copy, right? So, and then setting up your website is really, it's just about your copy and your images and replacing them all there. And then you have everything in one space. The nice thing with Sales Process is there's no hosting fees for your website. There are no additional fees for that. Like with WordPress, you have to, you were paying probably, John, with GoDaddy, you had to pay your GoDaddy hosting fees, right? So there's
Oh,
no.
so GoDaddy also is remote route with Sales Process? I'll
Yeah.
anyways have to pay for the domain.
Yeah, you just have to pay for the domain name, which is like, in Canada, it's like around $11 a year that I pay
Yeah,
for my domains, but I'm not paying for website hosting anymore.
yeah, okay.
So that just, you can, bring that off of your balance sheet again for your business, makes your overhead lower. Everything to do that always helps, right?
Yeah.
You can actually now, inside of Sales Process, you have the ability to purchase domains. Let me see if the agency has turned their process on. No, they have not. Okay. So I'll talk to them about turning that on, but you can purchase domains inside of Sales Process now. So you would usually go to GoDaddy or Namecheap or some other place like that to buy your domain name. You can now do that inside of Sales Process as well. I'll talk to the team about turning that feature on, because then you really can have everything all in one place, and you can also manage your domain inside of Sales Process. You don't have to go elsewhere to manage it. So that's nice as well.
So when we do this here also, I can do SEO and everything for this website separately, right?
Yeah, so let's go take a look at SEO. Okay, so inside of the builder, because SEO is such an important strategy that you want to use, because if you can pull in that organic traffic, that's amazing, right? So here are where we're going to optimize for SEO on your website. First of all, you're going to set up your SEO metadata on your website here. And you want to be filling out every single one of these sections. You want to do your SEO research, find out what are the keywords or phrases that your people are using to search for your services. You would put in here definitely an SEO rich keyword title. So, John, in your case, what would you think would be a keyword that you would use?
Public speaking for kids.
Public speaking for kids. Okay. Yeah, like I would put that in here. And then I would also make sure that the public speaking for kids was also used in the description, even
Hmm.
if you elaborate a little more. And what Sales Process has done is it has actually given you guidelines here to help make the SEO descriptions better. So it says the title should be under 70 characters. That's going to optimize it for SEO. Title and domain name are unique. So is your domain name unique? Is the title unique? Every page of your website should have a meta description. That's going to help Google understand what your website's about and categorize it properly, right? When it crawls your website. Then it says your description should be under 155 characters. So we don't want this great big long description. Google is going to, it'll be optimized for Google if you make it under 155 characters. And then of course you want a unique meta description. Then here, this is where you're going to put your keywords, right? So you would put in your keywords or key phrases, and you can put in, you can put in as many as you want. I usually cap it out at 10 because you want to make it specific to what the information that's on that page. So what is your home page about, right? It's going to be different than what your services page is about or your programs page is about. So use the keywords that are going to help it rank in searches that people are doing for your services. And you can use a phrase and put a comma and then put a single word and a comma, and then put them in there. But I wouldn't use more than 10. Then you're always going to want to fill out the author of the page. And so that's going to be your name or your business name. What are you known by? Are you known by your name or are you known by your business name? Here, images, Google will favors images in the meta description. So here's where you would create a social image. And if you use something like Canva or Adobe Illustrator to create your graphics for your website, the size you need is just like an Instagram post size. So 1080 by 1080 is the size that you would use. And then here, this is where I go to ChatGPT. And I say, create, like I'll tell ChatGPT what my business is. I tell them what the services that I provide. And then I'll say, create custom meta tags for my homepage of my website. And then I will add them in here. And I'll create the meta tag that ChatGPT tells me to create. And then there's things called canonical links, okay? So it says page has less than 300 outbound links. So it says having too many outbound links can overwhelm visitors and might make search engines see your page as low quality or spammy. It's best to keep the total under 300, including links in the navigation menu. So Google looks at your page and counts the links. So normally we have a logo. We're going to have a link here to take us back to our homepage, right? That's normally when you click on any website's logo. This is a link. The blog is a link. Services, like everything that's clickable on your website is considered a link. And so that, that is, sorry, I'll just bring this back up. So that is a canonical link. And we want backlinks to other things. So this is like, I'm not an SEO expert. I know a bit about SEO, but it's always good to have your website linking back to blog posts or even to other pages that will educate your client or provide value to your client in some way. And so you just want to keep those under 300 because otherwise it looks like a really spammy page. And then of course you can tell the SEO metadata what language your page is in. So this is all really important stuff here to optimize your SEO. The next piece of SEO is going to be your images. Okay, so here we have a background image, right? And we can see here that this is an image with this link. Okay, now the image name, so the name that you give it inside of your media library is going to be important. So you want to give it a name, number one, that identifies that image to you, but also contains keywords that your clients are searching for. So when you're naming your images and you're using them on your website, keep that in mind. And then also when you have your images set up here, okay, maybe it's not, maybe it's this one. Here we go. So here, we can't do it for background images, but when you use images like this, you'll notice here it says alt text for SEO. So you want to be filling this out, right? So here, what they're looking for in here are accessibility descriptions for people who are hard of seeing, right? So I would put here, woman lounging on couch with her laptop open on her lap. Okay. And so you don't want to get too long. It's just one sentence that you're using to describe the picture. But this doesn't have to have keywords in it. It just has to describe the picture. And if all of the images on your website have a description, an alt description, Google favors that because that makes the website more accessible. Okay. So yes, so that's there. And then when you are ready to start writing a blog, that's a whole other SEO section. That is where you really get into, do you have keywords in your blog link? Do you have keywords in your blog title? Do you have keywords in the outline of your blog? Your blog can't just be this great big hunk of text sitting on a page. It has to be broken up into a format. So where you have a heading and then a subheading, and then you have a paragraph, and maybe you have some bullet points or something. It has to be really, really easy to read and scannable and have those important sort of sections to it because Google really favors articles that are written that way. So that is how you can optimize your site for SEO. Again, if you are looking for a really strong SEO content strategy, hire an expert, definitely, because I can tell you what I know, but that's not my expertise. So I would definitely hire an SEO expert because they know all about the backlinks and the everything else that you need to do to ensure that you're getting recognized by the search engines out there. So does anybody have any questions about the website builder or any of the sections that we've talked about here this evening? Is there anything that you would like to build on your website that you would like me to show you how to do?
I think I will create my website as the personal, like a portfolio slash biography of mine kinds, which will link to the other courses that, like the other landing pages that are there. So
Yes.
what kind of templates do I search for? Like I'm looking for coaching. There's no personal website as such. Like I was searching for a speaker, a personal kind.
Okay. That's a good question. Let's see. If we went to website templates,
Like I love Tony Robbins' website. It has a perfect mix of his and his programs on his
yes.
page.
Yeah, and you could use that as a guide for your own website. You know, that's what I like to do is go out and find someone's website that I really love, and
Mm-mm.
then I use that as a guide to my own website. So we don't have a speaker one. I'm just trying to think like what else do we have? So they have
Ah,
like an influencer.
okay.
So I think that might be more along the lines because it's really about the person then, right? And
Yeah.
the programs and stuff that they offer. So you could try checking out these websites here, influence marketing or influencer.
Mhm.
That's the word. I was trying to think of other words that you can use like
I tried portfolio. That looks more in terms of modeling.
Public figure, public, what did I put here? Public relations. That's not really what we want. I was trying to think of public figure, but maybe celebrity?
Mm-mm-mm.
No, that's not one. Yeah, I would try the social media influencer.
Influence.
Yeah, influence and just try that and see if you like any of those ones.
Oh, there's personal. Personal is giving me a lot of.
Oh, oh, personal. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, look at that.
Ha.
Personal life coach, business coach. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a few there. Probably not
Nice.
injury lawyer, but
Yeah.
not the injury lawyer. But there's a few. There's
Yeah.
there's a couple in there that you could take a look at and see. Um, and when you're looking at the template, even if it's just like a section that you like, you can go and grab that template and just copy that section. Because I know for me, I'm always looking for unique and different ways to showcase like client testimonials and just client proof. I like to be really creative with that. So I always check that out on everybody's website just to see how they're showcasing those things because that's always if you use a heat map on your website, that always gets a lot of mouse action on it because
Mm.
people always look for what do other people say about these? What do other people say about this business, right? We're very, very a review driven society when we purchase something. We want to hear what other people think. So when I'm building websites for clients and stuff, I put a lot of thought and just what do I want this to look like because it's going to be important. It's going to get a lot of traffic. So yeah, so that is, and your website, you'll notice here. So you have your funnels, you have your websites, and then you're going to see here that we have blogs in a different section. And this operates very much like WordPress. If you had a blog on WordPress, this is very much like that. It's
Mm.
where you actually currently create a blog site and then you post um, articles or your blog posts on that blog site. So you can have more than one blog, right? Let's say you have
Mm.
a blog about, um, you can have a blog about, let's say you have a podcast and you have a blog. And so you want to put your blog or your podcast and the show notes on one site because you want that SEO traffic, right? Because if you post your show notes, that becomes almost like a blog article. It's got all your conversations or your talking points from your podcast episode. So you can have your podcast episode show notes, which technically becomes a blog, and then you would have your blog where you have your written articles with information, images, backlinks, all of that in there. So you can have as many blog sites as you want, and then as many blog articles as you want as well. When you're setting up your blog site and your blog articles, there are many, many, many places where you can optimize your SEO for those. We'll do a special blog deep dive during one of these funnel forging calls so that we can really get to know blogs and how we can use them in conjunction with our website to bring in organic traffic. Now, here I am blabbing on and on and on. Let's open up the floor to any technical issues you guys are having. How can I help? How's it going, John? What's keeping you stuck?
I did my full-fledged, I think in my site, full-fledged, the Vijayadashmi offer I told you, no, the learning celebration. And I got
Yes.
or five conversions. Five people joining my community. I did not do
Congratulations.
Facebook ads. Yeah, it was to my existing list. But
Yeah.
one problem I have now, two problems. One problem, Razorpay is not working, and Stripe for recurring payments is not accepting this for the thing that's there. So all of them have done manual payments right now. So I'll have to follow up with them manually.
Ah.
That's one problem.
So
Second
what
problem
was
is
happening? What was happening with,
it said this payment method is not. 1 minute, I'll show you.
here, I'll stop sharing, you share.
It's on my WhatsApp. Uh, and they had to do a UPI payment for me. Um, yeah, your card does not support this type of purchase. They tried debit card, credit card, everything, but it did not allow. Maybe it's the India restrictions. If Razorpay works, that I think will solve this problem for me.
Okay.
Uh, that's
So
that's one. Huh.
just for me to ensure I'm clear, it was saying that the card was not acceptable and they were trying to use Razorpay or they were trying to use Stripe.
Razorpay is not showing on my page at all, though I kept it as a primary payment method. It's not showing at all. So it's only Stripe,
Not
only
showing.
that two-page order form with the Stripe thing on it. I loved what I saw on I forgot his name, John Bay. His page, there was Amazon Pay, UPI payments, everything on it, which is not coming for me.
It's not coming. Okay. Um, let me go. Hold on. I'm just checking into your integrations here for your payments.
Sure.
Razorpay is there. Stripe is there. Let's see what's happening. Okay. And that's your default. When you test it, can you use
Mhm.
Razorpay?
When I test, I'm not able to test it with the photo photo method because again, I get that pop-up saying I'll have to add address to
Right,
do a foreign transaction. So I'm
right.
not able to do that. But I did the usual payment. Uh,
Okay.
did it work for me? I don't know.
Let me see. I can go into your transactions and see because that can tell me.
Uh-huh.
I'll show you what I'm looking at here.
Okay.
Is it okay if I share your screen and show the payments? Okay.
Yes, yes, yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure that that's okay. All right. So we're looking at this here. I'm just going to
Huh.
move this up a bit. So I'm in payments and I'm then in under transactions. And I
Mm-hmm.
see that this failed. Let's see what the issue was here.
This is
Transaction
the
not
message I
allowed.
told you.
Okay.
This card does not support this type of purchase. The error
Right.
message.
So what if, uh, let's see, what if we change this to your default?
Mm-hmm.
If we make Razorpay your default,
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to understand how the system will will it be based on location that it decides to offer Razorpay, or will it be on, or will it offer Stripe if they know the buyer is located outside of India? Do you see
Mm-mm-mm.
what I'm saying? Like I'm not sure how the system understands what to show the person.
Mm-mm-mm.
So with Razor Pay, they're not using a credit card number to pay. They're using a bank card. Is it a bank card or is it something else that they put in?
The credit card and debit card, they tried both. With Razorpay, there is UPI also included in it.
Okay.
On Razorpay, you get a credit card,
Yep.
and below there is an option to pay through UPI. Scan QR code and pay.
Okay. Okay. So let's see what's going on here because I'm going to refresh this and then I want to take a look at order form with Razor Pay on it. Okay.
Mhm.
So we'll go to your funnel, which is this one, right? The final?
I I'm not able to find that funnel right now. Give me 1 minute.
Sure.
Uh, hmm. Where's the page? Okay, 1 minute. Let me log into my WhatsApp from here. I have the
Sure.
page on my WhatsApp, but I can't locate my funnel now. What would have happened to the funnel? Both of these are um, what are they? The free guest forms, but the payment one is not to be seen here.
Oh, let's see. Let's go back here. Can I search it up by name? What do you call it?
Theatrical Speakers Club, I think. This is the page. I'm putting it in the chat box.
Okay.
Only two of these are there. Both of these are.
Okay. So that comes up. I just wanted to throw it into test mode. So which one would it be? Would it be this one?
Uh, Not that. What happened to the funnel? Can we search with something else? Because these three were in the top when I searched with recent. Theatrical Speakers Club.
So I have the final, I have velour, and then there's this one. Actors
Ah,
portfolio.
portfolio. No, not that.
No.
1 minute. Uh, no. Would it have gotten hidden because of something?
I'm just looking to see if it accidentally got deleted because we can restore it, no worries. But I'm just looking
Uh,
in your audit logs here to see if there was a funnel deleted. Calendar stuff, but not funnel. Let's see, demo calendar, calendar.
the first one, the Theatrical Speakers Club final. Then I think
Yes.
the other one got deleted. Okay, it's not there. The Theatrical Speakers Club final is the one.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, good. So that's this one. So
Huh.
is it okay if I throw it into test mode?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Let's just take a look at it and see. Okay, so it must be location sensitive then. Because it's
Mm-mm.
knows that I'm located in Canada and I can't pay by Razor Pay, right? It's not giving me the option. It's telling me to
No,
put in a
same,
coupon.
same for me also. It's not giving me the pay option even if I'm in India.
Okay, hold on a sec. I just hit complete order. Let's see
Uh-huh.
what happens. Oh,
Pay. Oh my God.
okay. So what it requires them to do is to hit complete order and then Razor Pay pops up.
It did not pop up till now, but it's nice. I think because we made it the primary now.
I think it's
I did.
because I made it
It was in
default.
primary before. Then I had to change it because
Yes.
the Razor Pay was anyways not showing. It's
Right.
awesome.
Because we were having that error message pop up last time, right? When we had
Mm-mm-mm.
Razor Pay as the default payment.
Correct.
Let me see if we can do that again. Okay, so I hit this. Then I hit complete order. Now, does that seem like is that a normal buying process in India to have to hit complete order and then Razor Pay pops up?
Um, I've not seen an Razor Pay integrated one. What we usually do is we redirect it from here to Razor Pay and finish the payment, and from there to the thank you page. That's what we do usually.
Oh, okay. Okay. I see. So when you use Razor Pay to purchase other things,
Mm-hmm.
is this going to be a conversion issue for you if people have to click that button, complete purchase, to then have this come up? Or are they going to be looking for this and realize, like, they're going to think that this isn't working? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yes, yes. Um,
I
because
just don't want that button to be a conversion issue for you.
I'll have to check with this. Uh, otherwise,
Because if we
eh,
go
no, otherwise, if it's Stripe, it comes right below this, right?
right, if Stripe is
Mm.
your default, then it comes
Mm-hmm.
right below.
Mm-mm-mm. So can we change the text of the complete order to buy or something? Like
Yes, yes, we can. That's a great
click to
idea.
buy.
That's a great idea. Let's do that. So we'll just go to the pop-up in here
Mm-hmm.
and we will go to advanced, step 2, and it's not going to say complete order. We're going to tell it, what do we want to say? Click
Click for
here.
secure pay, something.
Oh, click for secure pay,
Ah,
like that.
or click to pay or something. Yeah, I think once they click, they'll know that they're going to pay in the next page.
Okay. Do you want to leave it at for secure pay or do you want me to just put click to pay?
Click to pay. Yeah,
Okay,
click to pay works.
to pay. Okay. So I'm going to save that
Mhm.
and then we'll publish it. And then I'll come back over here and we will refresh this. We'll try that again. Click to pay,
Mhm.
and then that pops up Razor Pay.
Done. Amazing. This feels more home.
That feels more like home? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I want it to feel supernatural, like like it feels like a really normal transaction to them.
Yeah.
We don't
I
want
just
it
have to
to,
check. Because what with Razor Pay, the problem that we have is if I have to enable a recurring payment, I have to get the client's email ID and create a personal recurring payment link and share it with them manually. If this can do it through Razor Pay, nothing like that. Because I wrote to Razor Pay also, they're saying we are working on it, but they're not doing it.
Oh, okay.
for
Okay.
recurring payments.
So will this help then? This,
Yes, yes, this
so this
works.
will solve problem number one.
Yeah. Uh,
Okay.
okay, the problem number two is more information, I think. Basically, what will it? Can I share screen?
Yes, I'll just go. I just want to make sure I turn this back into live mode so that it's not in
Ah,
test
yes.
anymore. I don't want you missing out on any purchases
Ah,
there. We'll just save that.
yeah. Thanks.
Okay. And then I'll stop sharing.
Uh, Please
You go ahead.
enable screen sharing.
Oh, yes. One sec here. There we go.
Okay. So, I did an email campaign for the first time in life, and this is what's happening.
Oh my goodness. Let's see.
It went for like a day, but later on, like I think the second day this happened. The offer is right now over, but it's saying it's delayed, and we're going to keep retrying for the next 45 or more hours.
Okay.
I don't want
Let's
this to happen. I don't just want to cancel this.
Okay, so let's go to your sales process account and I will show you. Let's
Okay.
go and look at the campaign.
The email campaign, is it?
Yes, yeah, let's go and
Okay.
look at your email campaign.
Hmm.
Now, we had a system-wide issue with
Mm-hmm.
campaigns that were scheduled to go out October 10th and 11th. They got
Okay.
stuck.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now, which campaign was it that you sent? That's
This one, Vijay.
okay. So let's go and click on these three dots at the end there and go to statistics. Yes, let's look there. Okay, let's
This
click
also,
on,
here it says 99%, but when I open, it doesn't say 99%.
let's go look at that. Yeah, click on that.
Load.
Yep, load more statistics.
Hmm.
Okay, so this looks like, let's scroll down to delivered. Scroll all the way to the bottom. Can you scroll to the bottom? So it's showing 1 to 10 of 418 results. And how many people did you send the email to?
Around
900.
1,500.
Okay. Okay, so those stats are off.
Hmm.
Can
Yeah.
you click the toggle at the top where it says stats in numbers? Yeah. Yeah, see, it's only showing that it delivered to 418 and all 418 opened. That does
Hmm.
not seem realistic to me. Like
Yeah.
that seems, and this was sent October 11th. Is that right?
Hmm. 14, 13 and 14.
Oh,
Actually, no. My campaign happened Saturday and Sunday,
Saturday and Sunday. Hmm.
which
Okay, I
is what
know
day?
we had
12, 12, 13.
12, 13 for us over
Yeah.
in the west. Okay. Um,
Oh, maybe 11, 12 in the West.
yeah. Okay, so it's not going to be continued to be sent from sales process. Can we go back to your email inbox that you showed me that where it said that it was going to be
Mm-mm-mm.
sent? They were going to continue to try to send. I just want to see that error again.
Shall I open one of these?
Yes, yes, please. So how come it sent all of the same message to you over and over again?
Yeah. See,
Oh my
on
goodness.
13th, 12th, I sent it. 13th,
Okay.
again on 14th, and it will keep sending me in another 22 hours.
Okay, so can we, okay, I see this. What I see here is I'm looking at this address right here. So it's telling you that it didn't deliver
Hmm.
to that person right there. Can
Yeah.
we click up onto the mail delivery right above it? Right above, my arrow's not working, but up one more to the second person. Yeah, right there. Click that. Oh, it's still the same address. So it's telling you,
You know, this, yeah. But this one is from the email site. This article tells me you have to clear your inbox and all of those things. That's from the receiver's end.
oh,
But that's not the problem because all of the emails have ended up doing this. And it also says a temporary problem while delivering. So it's a delay kinds. And I also got this DMARC aggregate report.
oh, let's open that because that's important. Let's have a look
Right
at
now,
that.
my emails are not going out to. Like yesterday, there was three signups and they did not get their welcome email. Then I had to send it to them on WhatsApp separately. Should download this?
No, all I want to go and see now, John, is your, hmm, let me go check. Can, for your email sub sending domain that we're using inside of sales process,
Mm-hmm.
are we, I'm just checking on my end here, one sec.
Okay.
Ah, that's the issue.
Oh.
Okay, John, you cannot send
Mm-hmm.
mass email from Gmail.
The G Suite. Okay.
Yeah, can't be done.
Mm.
That's why.
Hmm.
So I want to show you what I'm seeing on my end. What we need to do, I'll share here. So Google will actually shut you down for this because
Uh,
can't, you can't use Gmail as your
mm-hmm.
SMTP provider.
Okay.
Okay, so your options are you can get what is called LC Mail, which stands,
Mm-hmm.
it's a gray label app that sales process uses. It's called Lead
Mm-hmm.
Connector. So it's LC Mail, where
Mm-hmm.
we set up a custom sending domain for your
Uh-huh.
email, or you use some other email service provider because you can't use Gmail for mass emails.
Right. So LC mail is the right on the top. Can I just follow that and get it done? Lead connect email system.
Uh, this here, what we would have to do is we would have to add a service here,
Okay.
and we would have to create your own SMTP, or what I would do is I would use LC Mail. That's why your stats are off too. It's because you're
Hmm.
using Gmail.
Okay.
That's why.
So if I click on add service and go to other, I'll get access to.
No, no, I have
Ah.
to turn it on in the back end, but I want to make sure that you're aware of what the because sending email inside a sales process, you are charged per email, but per email that you send.
Mm-mm.
So I just want to make sure I have my numbers right here so I can tell you the proper. Um, let me check here. don't know if they have this set up for their agency. Hold on.
I'm sorry for taking so much of your time.
No, I'd rather get this fixed for you. So hold on one sec here. Let's see. I just wanted to see if I could find out how much they're charging for email.
Um, one, one again, thinking work around Indian brain, I think. I've signed up for WhatsApp right now. Can I
Yes.
do all of my automations just on WhatsApp without
Okay.
emails?
Without email.
Is that a possibility? Can I do campaigns also on WhatsApp? I
Yes,
think
you
WhatsApp
can.
auto has a limit.
Yes, but the WhatsApp in sales process, you have to pay $30 a month for.
I have done that. I've signed up for it now.
Okay, you have. Okay. So you can do all your messaging through WhatsApp instead of emails if you want.
Uh,
Let me let
okay.
me let me just hold on. Let me find out what that charge is. Like, let me make sure I can tell you the right amount here. Um, oops. Mm, Okay, here's the full guide for the WhatsApp. Okay, so I'm trying to find a number, like a dollar amount here for what they charge.
The mail gun is not suggested, is it?
No,
Mm-mm.
Mailgun is an outside service that you can bring in to sales process.
Mm-mm.
And I know that their lowest tier is 35 US dollars a month
Uh,
for email. Okay. Uh, so it looks like it is for WhatsApp they charge 0.0395 cents per template message
over the $30 that we pay, is it?
over and above.
Mm-mm.
What is the free tier? Okay, hold on. You get each WhatsApp business account gets 1,000 free service conversations per month across all business phone numbers. And
Mm-mm.
then you get that additional charge. Yeah.
Done.
So that's WhatsApp.
Mm-mm.
Um, and then, so if you do want to set up email, we can do that.
Mm-hmm.
We would need to set up your domain so that did you purchase your domain at GoDaddy?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can set that up. I have to turn that on in your account though for you if you're interested in that.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's through
again, it
lead
is
connector. LC mail, is it?
yes, LC mail, and
Okay.
it's less than pennies per email.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I always like to give people, what do I get for $10? Like how many emails do I get? And usually it's around 3,500 to 4,000 emails a month. How big's your list
For
right
the Now my list is around 1,500.
Okay. Yeah. So if you sent out around 4,000 emails a month, it would cost you 10 extra dollars about that. I was
Hmm.
just looking for
So 0 to 400 is like $10, is it?
0 to
4,000.
4,000. Yeah.
Okay.
I was just trying to see if I could find, if I could give you the exact amount it was. Hmm. What do you pay for sales process right now, John?
$997 dollars per year.
Per year. Okay. Okay. So that is this one. Let's see if I can. No. Finally found it. Okay. Oh, $10 will get you 5,000 emails. You can send out 5,000 emails a month. So the charge is 0.0000675 per email.
That's okay. But so this is over the $30 per month, is it? Or it's just 10,000? $10.
So what happens in your sales process account if we set this up is what you get like an electronic wallet and
Hmm.
it attaches to your credit card and it will you put money into your wallet to take care of
Mm-hmm.
any sort of additional charges that you incur when you send out email and it
Yeah.
will you can set it up to charge your credit card $25 every time it gets below $5 so
Hmm.
that you always have money in your wallet and then
Yeah.
your that way that's your electronic wallet and that's how you pay for your email. Uh,
Understood. Is there a base price apart from this $10 for 5,000 emails? No, right?
no, they only charge per email. So
Done. That's okay.
they, yeah. So it's,
Awesome. Done.
so if you want to set that up, we can do that.
Yeah.
Or if you want to use WhatsApp, then you would need to reconfigure your workflows.
We'll decide on this on Thursday. I'll take these 2 days to experiment with WhatsApp also.
Okay. Okay. That sounds really good.
Yes.
Yeah, and you can
Awesome.
also send me email if you want, and then I
Mm-hmm.
can turn that on in your account beforehand, and we can set it up on Thursday for you during the
Oh,
call.
nice. Awesome. Okay.
Okay.
Thanks so much.
Yeah. I didn't realize that you were sending using Gmail, or I would have.
Uh, I was very happy when I was able to do it, but this is backfired right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I don't want you to get your Google account shut down. So,
Mm.
yeah. All right.
Thanks for your time, Tamla.
Yeah, you're welcome. And I'll see you
Happy
on
Thanksgiving
Thursday.
again.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.